All right, today in the shop we were working on 2013 Toyota Tacoma pre-runner. It's my daughter's boyfriend's car. He took me for a ride the other day to go pick my Suburban up, and I noticed that when he took off and came to a stop, I felt a little bump under the seat, and I was like, man, I think you got a trans mount broken in this thing. So he came by the house today. We threw it up in the air, check it out, and sure enough, it's got a broke trans mount. So today we're gonna show you how to look for that if you're having that same problem. Basically, when you come to a stop and you take off and you feel a little thump in the floor underneath you, or when you come to a stop, it might settle back down. I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the back side of the transmission. So where your drive shaft comes out. This is a two-wheel drive truck. So the back side of the transmission is rubber mounted with this transmission mount. So you got steel, rubber, steel. Okay, very basic concept. So when he takes off from a stop sign, this is coming up, and I can feel it. Sometimes you'll see witness marks up on the floorboard where where it hits. This thing's probably got a body lift on it, I don't even know. So it's probably higher than normal, I don't know. But what happens is the rubber a lot of times will either split through here or it'll detach from the metal, and that's what it's doing. And I'm gonna use this screw jack. We've got it on my 4-post lift in the shop here, but you can do this on the ground. You can do this in the driveway. It's very easy. You just take a floor jack. You want to put a board on it so you're not damaging your transmission pan when you're jacking up. Take your floor jack and jack up on this. And I'm going to show you. We're going to put a little pressure on this jack, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've just barely put any pressure on it. You can already see it opening up the gap right there. These cracks, it's coming totally detached. So this transmission it's letting it lift all the way up and slam back down on its mount. So this mount's supposed to be one piece, not two pieces. This is very common in a lot of cars and trucks. You'll feel it, like I said, at stop signs, taking off, coming to a stop, a little bump. Sometimes it's hard to notice. Some people don't notice it at all, and I'll have a car in the shop doing an inspection, looking it over, and I'll notice a cracked mount like that. You need to check your motor mounts too. A lot of times when you have a cracked transmission mount, you may have a cracked motor mount as well. We don't, at this moment that I can tell. Engine mounts are up here on the side. They look like they're really easy to replace too. You can test these also with a friend inside the car, putting their foot on the brake, chalking the back tires, putting it in gear, and torquing the motor up a little bit, and the engine will flex up, sit back down, and you can watch the mount separate on the engine. You can do it forward drive, or you can do it in reverse, and it'll come up on the other side. That's how you check for the motor mounts to be cracked and broke. So we ran down to the local O'Reilly's, and he picked up a B9430 trans mount for, I don't know, about 47 bucks, I believe, at our local O'Reilly's. And we're going to get this thing out and switch it out. See, one piece, not two pieces. We're going to get the tools gathered up and switch this thing out real quick. Don't hit your finger on that, or it's going to end up like that. That heat shield is sharp as a razor blade. Let me tell you, I barely touched it and it'll whack me open. All right, so the tools I'm using today, it's either too bright or too dark in here. If I turn my headlamp on, it blows this thing out. It's too bright. So I'm just using my 3/8 snap-on air ratchet with a 14 millimeter and a 3-inch extension to take these bolts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easy peasy. You can use a hand ratchet or wrench. It doesn't matter. I've got air in here, so might as well use it, right? So then I'm going to use my 3/8 snap-on impact with a 12 millimeter to get these 4 out. We're going to rip these 4 out real quick, and we're going to rip those 4 out real quick, slide that mount out, slide this one back in, repeat.
Yeah.
All right, so let's rip these out first. Always wear wear your safety glasses so you don't get dirt and shit in your eyes. Careful of that heat shield because it'll get you. Won't get cut again by that damn thing. Let's try not to get in there. Bolts out. Go up a little higher. All right. It's not totally broke because it's got this little puck right here that kind of keeps it from totally coming apart. That's pretty cool. Not all of them have that. Most of them don't have that little safety rod in there, and they just come flying apart and just it'll let the transmission really come up. So that one kind of saves the transmission from raising up as high. I didn't realize that at first. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and hand start all of them before we tighten them down. Just want to make sure they're all threaded in. So you put pressure on it and then try to start your bolts, they're not going in. You're going to play hell. You might get one or two of them in. And then you start cross-threading bolts, trying to cram them in. Want to make sure you got a way you can wiggle the mount around where you need it. Now, take it, lower it down, and we can slide it around if we need to line the bolt holes up on the transmission, which I don't know if I've got that in right because that don't line up. Nope, I gotta flip that around. Yeah, it's got to go the other way. All right, no biggie. Get anything out of this content, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Go to our playlist on automotive repair, different cars, four-wheelers, and whatnot. We've got all kinds of content. Unless they've sold us the wrong mount, which I hope not. There we go. All right, now restart these bolts. Much easier on a 4-post lift than a jack stand or a screw jack, but Like I said, you can definitely do this in the driveway, no problem with the floor jack. Make sure if you jack the car up to get under it, you use jack stands for safety. Once you get them all threaded, you can set the transmission weight back all the way on the mount. And you can run them in, or you can leave it like that and just run them in. I think that's what I'm going to do. Put a wrench on that because I don't want to go past the mount. All right, so I put a gear wrench on it because I'm having problems getting the socket past this mount. Sometimes the aftermarket parts, the metal might not be, it might be a little more bulky, so no big deal. We'll just run a gear ratchet, wrench, gear wrench, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a long handle with 14mm out of the yellow pack. Wrench. I'll take a longer wrench as it gives you better leverage. Just to make sure they're tight. All right, those are good. Let me set our weight back down all the way. I'm crisscrossing. I'm not tightening one side at a time. I'm crisscross pattern. Hand me a ratchet, regular ratchet. That orange handle. Appreciate it. Same thing, I'm just gonna double check that the air tool did its job. Good. That's it. That's how you replace the transmission mount in a 2013 Toyota Tacoma. Got any questions, concerns, leave them in the comments, or just tell us your thoughts. See you. Peace. Thanks for watching.